Welcome to Governador Island on the western side of Guanabara Bay in the state of Rio de Janeiro. It was just an idea back in 2017, and that idea was to create the best caged combat in Southern Europe. Since then, founder Roberto Gallo and the rest of his team have worked tirelessly to make it happen. And we're the beneficiaries of that blood, sweat, and tears tonight. It's Centurion FC 18. Hey everybody, Jordan J. Adams, United Fight Alliance. First fight's going to be a good one. Karin El Turko Kanam versus Arnaldo Black King Mosca. It's Argentina versus Brazil.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 17 kilos, he's tad, 175 tall, holding a professional record, 1 win, 0 losses. Fighting represent the Dragon team, ladies and gentlemen, from Argentina, el preciso de San Miguel, Tucumán, presenting Karin El Turko Kanam. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing his opponent, ladies and gentlemen, weighing at 70 kilos, he stands 175 tall, holding a professional record, 2 wins, 2 losses, representing Altamiro Fight Club, ladies and gentlemen, fighting for the Nova Iguaçu, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, Arnaldo, the Black King, Mosca!
There you see Arnaldo, the Black King Mosca on the left-hand side of your screen. He has the red gloves, black trunks, and El Turko Kanam with the blue-trimmed gloves and the black shorts with gold trim, scheduled for 2 5-minute rounds. Extreme boxing. You can see the gloves much smaller than traditional boxing gloves in those 5-minute rounds as well. Very grueling to box for 5-minute rounds, but both Kanam and Mosca have great gas tanks. They both had good camps getting ready for this extreme boxing match in Rio de Janeiro. Remember, El Turko is from Argentina. He's 1-0 and weighed in at 154 pounds at the weigh-ins. And the Black King weighed in at 154 pounds as well. Got a little bit of a reach advantage. 70-inch reach for the Black King and 69 inches for El Turko, who just missed that left hook. Oh, swing and a miss there. It's almost a hammer fist at the center of the cage. Beautiful venue here in Guanabara Bay, the largest island in the area. 3 minutes and 30 seconds left here in the first round, largely feeling out-round. Both of these 155-pounders orthodox. Nice right-hand attempt as he closed the distance. Kanam almost scoring on the chin. And now switching stances is Mosca to southpaw, trying to confuse Kanam. Kanam with a nice double jab as he tried to close the distance. Mosca trying to walk Kanam down. And then Mosca almost with the hammer fist. I like the jab of Kanam. He's got a pretty jab, double jab as he closes the distance. He's light on his feet too, up on his toes, circling to his right. Left to the body from Mosca. Mosca trying to walk Kanam down. Trying to confuse Kanam. Switching from orthodox to southpaw. So far has not yielded the benefits that Mosca had hoped. Mosca, the Brazilian native, getting a rousing round of applause from his countrymen. See that Sigma insignia on the crossbars? A large high-tech company here in Brazil. Our host, and really getting the word out about Centurion FC. Thank you for your support, Sigma. Up on his toes again. Kanam trying to get in and get out. He knows the power of Mosca. Mosca's 2-2. Kanam undefeated at 1-0. Coming up on the 1 minute mark. You know, in a close fight like this, it is helpful to be the aggressor. The judges are looking for something to distinguish the combatants inside the cage. And if it's close, nice right uppercut to the chest from Mosca. Drives Kanam back into the cage, but he didn't do anything with it. Just kind of like a home run. You just stand and look. You got to run around the bases. You got to score. You got the crack. You cracked them. Now go score. Blood now coming out of the right corner of the eye of Mosca. Does not look like it'll be a vision problem. 10-second warning. He's dripping down and away from his eye, not pulling up in the eye, fortunately for him. Round 1 goes into the record books. Both these lightweights looking for some applause here in Rio de Janeiro. And here action from the opener. It was Mosca walking Kanam down, and Kanam had his moments in and out. There's a nice right hand from the Argentinian. More when we come back. Stay with us. Welcome back to Rio de Janeiro, everybody. United Fight Alliance social media tags and handles. United Fight Alliance Facebook is United Fight Alliance 1. Same thing with Instagram, and YouTube is at United Fight Alliance. Same thing with Twitter, and our website is unitedfightalliance.com. Check us out. All right, round 2 now. A good fight in the lightweight division, 155 pounds. Karin El Turko Kanam, and he is on the top of your screen, versus Arnaldo, the Black King Mosca. Mosca has the red trim, and Kanam has the blue trim. I got to give the first round to Mosca because of this. Mosca is walking Kanam down. He's pushing him up against the cage, and, you know, make no mistake, Kanam has his moments. He's got that pretty jab. Probably that's his best move as a boxer. Really steps in, closes the distance quickly with that double pump. But he's been a bit of a one-trick wonder. When he closes the distance, he's really just got the jab and doesn't do anything with it. So just never more than a 2-punch combination from the Argentinian. He's not doing anything with that speed. Mosca doesn't sweat him. That's really how I'd sum that up. Mosca is not nervous about Kanam. He doesn't care when he closes the distance. He doesn't feel that Kanam can hurt him. And that's why he's able to walk him down like this with such confidence. See the focus on his face? Zero fear. That's just a very relaxed fighter. He feels he can do anything he wants to do in there. And really, you know, in a close fight, we can call the fight close. This is what the judges are seeing. They're seeing Mosca always moving forward. He's making the fight. Both of these lightweights kind of getting a little sloppy in there, frankly. They're really not setting up the punches. And when both of them close the distance, it's really just one-punch wonders. Not doing anything with it. 1-1. 1. Full respect to them as fighters getting in the cage. But I'm guessing their corners are going nuts right around now. Oh, it's so easy to be the sideline banter. You see, oh, gets a little stumbled there, tries to make it look like it was all part of the plan. But you can see the tentativeness now. Kanam cannot figure out what to do when he gets in. And he's getting cracked by that one punch of Mosca when he does get in. And I think that's gotten in his head. He's not been able to turn it on. The Argentinian is 1-0, looking to protect that undefeated record here tonight in Rio de Janeiro, coming up on the 1 minute and 30-second mark of this second and final round. Centurion FC, plenty of fights left to go. You're going to want to stay with us. We have the welterweights, middleweights. I think we even have a light heavyweight on the card. And you see, when Kanam is given the feint, Moska zero reaction. And that's when you know he's not impressed with Kanam's power or lack thereof. The feints are not getting him to bite. He's still trying to load up on that right hand. Wants the big finish. Coming up on 30 seconds. Now it's just go time for both of these lightweights. There's no reason to believe you're necessarily winning the fight. You do not want to leave it in the judges' hands. And if I'm in either one of their corners, I'm saying, go, let your hands go. This is what you worked for. 3 months you've been training. You've had grueling camps in Argentina and in Brazil. Now is what you've been training for. 10-second warning, let your hands go. Big right hand, then a left hand. You see, there's a benefit to a combo. The left hand actually connected. Action from the second and final round, and the right hand right on the button from Mosca. Right there. Nice tight right hand. Then the left hand to the body. Mosca didn't throw a lot, but what he did throw was pretty accurate. No question, his accuracy is higher. There's another right hand that catches Kanam. Kanam now gun shy, and you can't blame him. Working the body. Good fight for Mosca. All right, time to make this one official.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds, the judges have a decision, ladies and gentlemen. Judge number 1, 20-18. Judge number 2, 29-29. And judge number 3, 20-18. For the winner, by majority decision, Arnaldo, the Black King Mosca.
More United Fight Alliance from Rio de Janeiro when we return. And welcome back to Centurion FC 18, Episode 1. Next fight is at 160 pounds. Kellison Angolano Souza versus Romanti the Joker Marota.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight have a 3 rounds and the 5 minutes in the welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 73 kilos, he stands 179 cm tall on his professional debut fight, representing UFA387 Brutus, fighting of the Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, presenting Kellison, Angolano, Souza. And now, ladies and gentlemen, corner, introducing, fighting out of the red corner, weighing at 73 kilos, he's dead 107 cm tall, holding a professional record, 1 win, 1 loss, represented is Strikes MMA, fighting from the Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, ladies and gentlemen, Romanti, the Joker, Marota!
Well, we got a good look at the Joker, Romanti Marota, and that is some serious face tat going on. Looks like he may have had tattoo regret on that Joker smile. Looks like they tried to remove that smile from his face. And that's exactly what Kellison Souza is going to try to do here tonight, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Souza has the blue trim gloves, black shorts with gold trim, and Marota has the green hair and red trim gloves. Here we go. A little bit of a slip for Marota. Marota trying to walk down Souza. Souza making his debut, but watching him in camp and at his gym, he's got some good boxing, he's got some good hands. Conversely, Romanti Marota, more the ground game specialist. Much more jiu-jitsu than striking. Will be most likely looking to get Kellison off his feet here. 4-minute mark. Traditional MMA, oh, stiff right. Takes Marota down to 1 knee. He's okay, but looking to press Souza up against the cage and clear the cobwebs a little bit. It was a stiff right that dropped Marota down to 1 knee. Now we'll have a chance to see Marota's takedowns as he looks to sweep the left leg of Souza. Souza with the over-under. Now looking to fish for the under on the left. He's got the left arm under the right arm of Marota, right where he wants it. Again with the over-under, looking to prevent the knees. So he's checking that knee. He did not like the initial knee that Marota delivered. Nice knee, there it is again. Working the diaphragm of Souza, again with the right knee. Referee will let them stay in this position as long as Marota is mounting a robust offense. You can't just lay and pray. And apparently third man in thought that's exactly what was going on. He wants more action. Marota trying to walk down Souza without taking a beating as he closes the distance. He's got to be careful. He's coming in with that left arm down. He ate that right earlier. He's got to keep that left hand up, especially when he's closing the distance. Right before he shoots for the double leg. He's not setting up the takedown though. Just kind of plotted in. He's lucky he didn't eat those punches. Those are just missing. Uppercut, and oh, that left didn't miss. Oh, a left hook, and it was stiff. And it drops Marota. Marota now looking to sweep. Marota's trying desperately to get Souza off his feet. 2 boinks in a row from the Brazilian. And there was a great left hand. Now the right-left combo from Souza. Kellison, Angolano, Souza having a good round here. Marota with a left-right of his own as he closes. That's a much better approach with the left-right combo. Now going in for the sweep. Trying to get it. He finally gets Souza down, but Souza, very tough. He's a tough out on the canvas. He gets to his feet very well. Nice cage walking from the Brazilian. I do like how Marota feeds that right knee. It gives Souza something to think about. He's got to defend. Oh, boy, bad intentions on that elbow. Trading knees are the 160-pounders. Both of these welterweights told me they had good camps. No issues making weight. Coming up on the waning moments of the round. Good first round for Angolano. As you'll see his hands, that's straight right over the top. Drops the Joker to one knee. And now the left, I believe. Boink. Oh, it's a beautiful left. Best punch of the fight so far for Angolano. Boom, stiff. Good chin from Marota. There it is again. Man, just it shows you don't have to do haymakers. 80%, Nick and Nate Diaz proved that. 80% is the key. Welcome back to Rio de Janeiro, everybody. Time for round number 2. Kellison Souza on the top of your screen versus Romanti Marota. He's on the right-hand side of your screen. The green hair and the red gloves. First round clearly going to Kellison Souza. He dropped Marota 2 or 3 times. Had some left hooks that dropped him, a straight right dropped him, and, you know, a very dominant round for the Brazilian. Marota's going to have to try to get Souza off his feet. He doesn't seem or appear to have that much striking experience, at least with his hands. Of course, now he may be, holding off. He might be wanting to test his jiu-jitsu here tonight. So you never know what kind of background someone possesses. Sometimes it's not on paper. But keep in mind, both of these guys young in their careers. Romanti is just 1-1, and this is Kellison's debut. Outside leg kick from Kellison. Big swing and a miss with his left hand. Marota trying to figure out how to close the distance. He really paid the price last time he tried with that overhand left from Kellison. Kellison's tried a few uppercuts as well, but he's been in a different zip code when he made the attempt. Left-right combo from, again, a little bit too far out for Angolano. Angolano swing, now moving to his right and left, going back and forth, both away from and into the power of Marota. Boy, I sure hope that Souza doesn't get on his bike here. And he still has 2 long rounds to go, a round and a half. He cannot rest on his laurels. See Marota a little bit kind of calling him in. Let's go. Checking that kick wisely is the Joker. I'm Marota at this point, and I just stand in the center of the cage, and I say, I'm sick of chasing you. Let's fight. We're here to fight. Ice outside leg kick from Souza. Big left hand from Marota, missing its target. Marota now running Souza down. Forget walking him down, he's running him down. Souza definitely shifting gears to a much more conservative strategy than the first round. It's a shame, too, because he showed such brilliance with the hands. It'd be nice to watch some more of that skilled striking, but he seems to be intent on getting on and staying on his bicycle. Marota needs a takedown. Big left hand followed up by a right. Striking not there for Marota. But he is game. He keeps trying to chase Souza down, coming up on the last minute in round 2. And an over-under clinch. Marota looking to get those knees going, but it'd be nice to get a dramatic takedown to end this round. And a little bit of ground and pound for Marota. Try to steal this round and even things up here going into the 3rd. This is why you can't rest on your laurels. You can have an amazing round and then your opponent steals the next round and now you're right back to ground 0 where you have to win. You have to win that 3rd round. Referee telling the fighters to get busy. Coming up on the 10-second warning. Anybody's fight, 3rd and final round when we return. 3rd and final round, Souza Marota. 3rd man in is going to give either final instructions or one could make the argument he could be yelling in a small way or just highly encouraging more action, less bicycle. This is an MMA fight, not an MMA race. Overhand right from Marota. There we go, there's that left combo. I mean, I am just selfishly wanting to see more of Souza's boxing. Marota's plodding a little bit, kind of plodding in. His hands are still up though. But he does look rather ripe for a finish. I was just gonna say, he's breathing out of his mouth, but I'm actually not 100% positive, given that tattoo, that Joker tattoo on the face. Really anybody's fight. Marota can really turn this thing around with some good groundwork. Could make the argument that he needs a finish. Mouth guard flipping out. Because we are in the West, in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro to be specific. It is a mouth guard and not a gum shield. On the beautiful island of Governador in Guanabara Bay, Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Centurion FC 18. I'm Jordan J. Adams. Stiff left hand from Souza. Marota's got a great chin. Outside leg kick checked well from the Joker. Joker looks like he just does not have what he needs to turn the degrees up a little bit, put some pressure on Souza. Most importantly, get him off his feet and get mount and do what he does well, which is he's got a great ground and pound game according to his trainers in his camp. He's got great ground and pound, he's got good elbows, knows how to keep his opponent on his back when he gets him there. But it's just getting that takedown. The attempts so far, Souza either shuts it down, stuffs it, or gets back up real quick. 2 minutes to go. Marota starting to threaten the right hand, a little bit of showboating, and a little bit of matrixing, and finally gets the takedown. See if he can do anything with it. Looking for the tip. is Souza, but he doesn't get the tip. At full mount now for Marota. This is what Marota's been waiting for. He's got 1 minute and 40 seconds to work. He's got to break that grip that Souza. So the grip is broken now, posturing up. He's got his full mount with hooks sunk in, looking to put together some offense now. Looking to get that right elbow going. There's those elbows we were talking about. And Souza showing no signs, nothing active. He's not trying to shrimp out the back, does not have hands on hips. He's really just trying to grip around the lower back of Marota and praying for the round to end. He's got to be careful. The referee could end this fight. Debris now flying into the cage as Marota lets his hands go. 30 seconds. Not enough damage for the referee to call the fight as we come up to the 10-second warning. And now finally Souza getting out of trouble. Souza with a hammer fist, another hammer, 3 hammer fists to end the fight. I'll just score it at home. Welcome back to Rio de Janeiro, everybody. There you see Kellison, Angolano, Souza. Looks like he's getting a little bit of static from perhaps a staff member or one of the teammates here. Not sure why he yanked him up like that. There, the long shot of this beautiful venue here. Highlights from round 2. Big swing and a miss from Romanti Marota. Marota trying to track down Souza. Souza was on his bike for a good amount of this fight. Say what you will about that type of strategy or that type of fight to watch, but it's a smart fight. He had won the first round handily and then fought a largely defensive fight throughout the second and third round. And here Marota with his best chance of the fight, full mount with hooks sunk in, letting both elbows rain down on Souza. This was definitely his highlight, doing some damage on Souza. Elbow City. Probably 20 or 25 elbows connected in the third round. And here, just at the end of the fight, Souza able to get the tip, throw a couple hammer fists, eats an up kick, and a very interesting fight to score. How did you score it at home? Going to be going cage side for the decision shortly. And don't forget, we have a female fight coming up right after this. You're not going to want to miss it. A very hot prospect, 6-1 Yasmin Guimaraes, taking on 9-6 Amanda Torres.
Ladies and
right
gentlemen,
after this.
after 3 rounds, the judge have a decision. First judge, 29-28. Second judge, 30-27. And the judge number 3, 28-29. Ladies and gentlemen, for the split decision, the winner is Kellison, Angolano, Souza!
Kellison Souza wins his debut and does it in front of his hometown fans. It's the ladies when we return. Interesting matchup in the bantamweight division. The females going at it. Yasmin Guimaraes, Amanda Torres.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight have 3 rounds in the 10 minutes. And the bantamweight division, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, weighing at 62 kilos, wrist at 163 cm tall, holding a professional record, 6 wins, 1 losses, representing MSP, fighting of the Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, Yasmin Guimaraes. And now, ladies and gentlemen, introducing fighting out of the red corner, weighing at 62 kilos, wrist at 106 cm tall, holding a professional record, 9 wins, 6 losses, representing Nova União, fighting of Campinas, Brazil, presenting Amanda Sardinha Torres.
All right, so this fight in the bantamweight division, Yasmin Guimaraes, Amanda Torres. Each fighter weighed in at 136 pounds during the weigh-in, so clearly a pound given here in Rio de Janeiro, scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. Guimaraes in the blue gloves with the black and gold trim, and Torres in the red. Torres known more as a ground specialist, good submissions, and a big heart. Wins most of her fights via decision. A bit of a grinder. Grind you out, but she can sub. She's got great submissions as well. She's got a good Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu game. And Yasmin is known for a little bit more violence, frankly. Very good combination, strong hands. She can light you up from the left, light you up from the right. And looking to stand for these 3 rounds. I think she really wants to demonstrate in front of this sold-out house her boxing skills. See her there shuffling, little Ali style. The Ali shuffle. Showcase a little bit of boxing footwork in the left hand. Inside leg kick from Guimarães. Both of these bantamweights fighting orthodox here tonight. Teep kick from Guimarães followed up by an inside leg kick from Torres. Torres nicknamed Sardinha. And I went to look that up to see what it meant in Portuguese, and it means sardine. And I thought, what an interesting and frankly strange nickname. But the sardine in Portugal, in Portuguese, is a symbol of art and authenticity. They become a cultural symbol in Portugal, given its strong history related to the oceanic identity of the country. The symbol of sardine is getting stronger and stronger as well, representing national identity and resilience. Amanda Sardinha Torres, looking for her 10th win here today, goes to her back. We'll have a chance to watch Sardinha work off her back. She's got a nice tight closed guard. Watch her fish for the arm bar. She's trapped the arms now of Guimarães, but Guimarães is powerful. But here's the thing, Guimarães is still dry, so that submission could be there for Torres. All right, arbitro move or camera move. All right, there we go. You see she's fishing for that. She's going for the armbar now. Look at that flexibility, pulling it, and out of trouble is Guimarães. Guimarães is strong. Does that look like a tight, cinched armbar? But just the power of Guimarães now with the hammer fists. Oh, nasty punishment, elbows. Plenty of time to work from this closed guard. Now finally, Torres tightens it up a bit. Minute and 30 seconds to go here in the opener. Plenty of time for Guimarães to just try to ground and pound. She's already let those elbows go. She's let some hammer fists go. But boy, is Torres dangerous off her back. You can see her really fishing for those subs. Look at that flexibility. Uses the cage, kind of a modified cage walk with that left leg to set up the armbar. Oh, left hand, 2 left hands and a right elbow, and then a right forearm. I think that Torres has opened up. That was 2 or 3 elbows and 2 or 3 unanswered forearms, and now the hammer fists. And Guimaraes is absolutely punishing Torres from this top position. But how game is Sardinha again going for the submission? That cage is going to prevent her from stretching out. That was a tough break for Sardinha. That was about a 3rd or 4th armbar attempt. She is comfortable off her back. Another right forearm. 10-second warning. One last submission attempt from Sardinha as she tightens up that guard. She's going to ride this one out. Great action-packed opener here in Rio de Janeiro. And here, action from the first round. This is when Torres was trying to fish for the submissions, but the elbows were just so damaging. And really, it was the continual, unrelenting violence from Yasmin Guimaraes that prevented Amanda Torres from getting anything together in the submission game. You know that saying, a great defense is a good offense. Round 2 when we return. Welcome back to Rio, everybody. Time for round 2 in this female bantamweight fight. Yasmin Guimaraes, Amanda Torres, 3rd man in, the arbitro, getting the 135-pounders ready to go. And that's exactly what we're doing now. Scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds. It was all Yasmin Guimaraes, but Amanda Torres, very impressive in her ability not to panic. That is the beauty of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. Just stay in the game, don't panic, and keep setting up those submissions. Oh, flying action, and somehow Torres stays on her feet, and they kind of go ninja style at each other. And Torres ends up on her back in a familiar position, pretty much where we left off in round 1, now with the butterfly, a modified butterfly guard. Trying to get her feet on the hips now, closes up the guard, traps both hands, and is going to be fishing for subs again. This clearly is Sardinha's game. She's coming off a win against McCoy DeCigny, and just wants everybody to know that 9-6, first off, she's very proud of it. And secondly, she's in this sport for the long haul. I think I've got her at 31 years old, and she thinks she's going to be staying in the game a lot longer. Yasmin is 28. And we're talking about that outstanding record she possesses. 6-1 as a pro, and she was 4-1 as an amateur. Fighting out of Rio and looking to showcase her MMA skills here inside the Centurion FC cage. I'm Jordan J. Adams, United Fight Alliance. Hope you're liking what you've seen so far. We've been shooting you our social media handles, but the most important one is UnitedFightAlliance.com. Oh, the hammer fists. That's UnitedFightAlliance.com. Yasmin's not going to let me promote here. Big right hands, big left hands. Oh, now for sure Amanda is opened up. And she is becoming a bloody mess here. The referee taking a long, careful look. And he is now yelling at Amanda to defend herself. She cannot take many more of those punches. She is really opened up. She's now almost turtling up, having a tough time. She's not mounting any offense. This fight is over. at the 2-minute and 5-second mark. Referee had seen enough, and Yasmin Guimaraes comes up big.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 2 rounds, the referee Julian Jabai stopped the fight in 2 minutes and 55 seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Declared the winner by TKO Yasmin.
I want to give a big thank you to the founder of Centurion FC, Mr. Roberto Gallo. Thank you for your patronage, sir. We really appreciate the partnership. The rest of the great team over there. This is Jordan J. Adams. We'll see you next time on United Fight Alliance.